Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by InTheMoneyStocks. Today is February 1st, 2017. My name is Nick Santiago. Thank you all for tuning in this morning. All right, looking at the S&P 500 E-mini futures, you're going to see that the futures are trading higher by 7.5 points to 22.81 and 3/4 per contract. It seems like the markets are moving higher after the ADP job report. So that was released a little while ago, right around 8:15. It came out of the report came a very, very surprising number. We had 246,000 jobs started, so that's a big, big number for the start of the year. So we'll see how that relates to this Friday's non-farm payroll report by the Bureau of Labor Statistics. But the ADP job report number coming out much, much higher than expected, and markets are liking that, at least at the moment. All right, let's take a look at some stocks in the news, because that's where we're going to try to make some money today. First name up here is Apple. Apple reported earnings last night after the closing bell. Stock closed the day at 121.35. It is now trading at 127.22. So Apple's on a tear to the upside. Market is liking what Apple said. I have no idea what the earnings were or what the news was, but nonetheless, the stock is moving decently higher. Now, there is a lot of resistance coming into play. I would watch 129 all the way up to the double top high, which was made, I believe, in May of 2015 at around 133. So from 129 to 133, there's going to be a ton of resistance in the way for Apple, but nonetheless, stock is moving higher. If you own it, you trail your stop loss. If you do not own it, you do not pick this up here. This is way, way, way too high on the chart. And again, we'll see how the market reacts after the opening bell rings. I'm not looking at Apple right now as a fade candidate, but it can be. So just be a little bit aware of that. Next up, we're going to look at Electronic Arts. EA is the ticker symbol here. Stock right now is trading at 82.50, closed at 83.43. So this stock is trading lower by nearly a point. Not a big deal, but there are a couple levels I think you should note. One, the big, big level that I'm going to look at today is going to be right around $88.25, $87 and nope, let's make sure that's right. $78.20. So it gets to $78.20. I really, really like it. Now we're still quite a distance from that level, so there could be other levels in play on this name. However, it would most likely be somewhere around the $80.75 level. Now, if you are aggressive, you could try that level, $80.75. If you're not aggressive and you want a better level, it's going to be the $78.50. So again, the $78.50 level, which is lower. All right, let's move over to Anadarko Petroleum, APC. This is really not doing a whole lot ahead of the opening bell, but one thing I will say about this name is that right now it's trading at 69.53, which is where it closed, but it will be a mover today. So keep this on the radar. Right now, the stock is still showing pretty good strength on the charts. If it does pull back to 66.50, there could be a play. Next up, we're going to take a look at Baxter. Ticker symbol is BAX. Right now, this stock is trading at $49, closed at $47.91. So Baxter on the move to the upside. A lot of resistance here around the $50 level and a little bit more, a little bit higher than that. So again, if you own Baxter, trail the stop loss. If you don't own it, I wouldn't do much here. We will be looking at this one once the opening bell rings today. But Baxter on the move today. Not a lot of volume behind this move, so you got to be a little bit suspect of it, but nonetheless, it is trading higher. Let's take a look at Johnson Controls. Ticker symbol is JCI. Stock right now is trading at $44.15, closed at $43.98. All in all, I do think there's pretty good resistance here around $45 today. So if it gets up to $45, watch for pretty good resistance there, and we'll see how it plays out. If it does pull back today, we're going to have to look all the way down to the 41 level for really good support. But right now, the stock's holding up. There's just not a lot of volume here in the pre-market for this name. Let's take a look at Pitney Bowes. PBI is the ticker symbol here. Stock is trading at $14.90, closed at $15.90. So this is a pretty good little sell-off. There is a double bottom low that will be in play, I believe, right around $14.27. So keep that on the watch there, and then after that, it's really all the way down to $10. So again, 14.27 has to hold up if it gets tested. Otherwise, this stock is doomed. So we'll see how that plays out going forward. Looking at a couple of other things here. If you have traded Apple or you watched Apple, there's a lot of stocks in the eco chain for Apple, and a few of them are Cirrus Logic. You'll see that is trading nicely higher. Again, trail the stop loss immediately on that one, but that is a nice pop. Skyworks, SWKS, Skyworks Solutions. This is trading decently higher after the Apple news at 93.65. I believe we're going to have Broadcom AVGO. That's getting a little bit of an uptick from yesterday's close. That's trading at 203, closed at 199.50. And then you have also, I believe, QRVO, QRVO. That's another one that's in the Apple ecosystem. And again, this is trading at 64.50, closed at 64.21. So there are a lot of stocks out here that are trading in the Apple ecosystem. And again, we'll see how it all plays out today. But these stocks will all be in place. So in other words, if Apple sells off or Apple starts to fade, you got to watch those names I just mentioned as potential fade candidates as well. So again, they're going to follow Apple. Apple's like the big shark, and they're like the little remora that swims next to the shark. So just keep that in mind. But you have all of those stocks to look at. All right, let's switch gears here a little bit. Let's go over to the gold market. Gold is trading down by $4.80 to $1,206.70 an ounce. If you take a look at the GLD, you're going to see that this is trading at around 114.82, closed at 115.55. So gold had a big soaring move yesterday, pulling back a little bit today. By the way, the Federal Reserve will be announcing their interest rate policy statement at 2 o'clock today. So we'll see if that does affect markets. We are not expecting them to raise rates, or at least they have not indicated that they are. If they do, though, that could be harmful for gold. If they don't, and their verbiage is, kind of dovish, that would be bullish for gold. So we'll see how that plays out going into today's meeting. Federal Reserve, again, will be meeting at 2 o'clock. Looking over at crude oil is up 51 cents right now to $53.32 a barrel. If you take a look at the USO, which is a good oil ETF, that's trading up at 11.42, up 10 cents from yesterday's close, which was 11.32. So we'll see how this all shakes out today. Again, Federal Reserve will be speaking at 2 o'clock. The FOMC meeting will finish, and we'll see what they have to say as far as interest rate policy goes for the United States. All right, I'm going to leave it here short and sweet. Again, we had a great day yesterday. If you want to trade alongside of us, come on over, take that 7-day free trial to the intraday stock chat room. You'll see what we're doing in there. We're having a great January, and we're going to look to have a great February. So with that being said, everybody, have a great trading session, and we'll see you on the charts.